I cried so much on my 30th birthday because I thought my life was falling apart. I had a bunch of goals that I wanted to accomplish by 30, and somewhere on the top of that list was getting married by 30. And it looked like I was on track to accomplishing that goal because at 29, I was in a very serious relationship. But guess what? 3 days to my 30th birthday, the relationship ended. We broke up, and I'm talking tragic, messy breakup. And I remember going back to God like, this isn't what I asked for. Why am I getting the exact opposite of what I asked for? I'm asking to be married by 30, and even though yes, it's already 3 days to my 30th birthday, I cannot technically get married, but I would expect some form of progress. Let me get engaged, start planning a wedding. Why is this happening to me? Until today, I always say that I didn't have the conventional 30th birthday because it's your 30th birthday, you want to party, you want to have fun. But I was too weak, I was too uninterested in anything. I just took a bunch of pictures, I went to dinner, but my 30th birthday was not given. But I remember that even in the midst of the sadness and tears that day, I remember just muttering some words to God, like, you know what? At this point, I know that all things work for my good. Just take the wheel, do whatever you want. I'm tired. A couple of months later, I met my husband, and I'm not even trying to brag, but one of my biggest flexes in life is the man that God put in my life as my husband. I look at my marriage and I'm like, there's no way. Flesh and blood did not reveal this to me. God definitely planned this. If I knew then what I know now, I should have had a lavish 30th birthday to actually celebrate, because even though in the physical realm it looked like things were falling apart, in the spiritual realm things were actually aligning. I'm sure heaven was rejoicing for me because God finally decided to step in, but the first thing he had to do was to yank me out of the goal that I set for myself. He looked at me and he was probably like, is this what you want? Like, oh, I have better for you. And now one of my biggest blessings are actually the unanswered prayers. And this is not to say that you shouldn't have goals, you shouldn't have expectations with timelines attached to them, but leave room for God. Leave room for God's timing. When you're in God's will, everything just gels. The Bible says in Romans 8:28, and all things work together. It didn't say just the good things. So when it says all things, the mistakes, the betrayal, the error, the self-inflicted problem, everything works together for your good.